So even as we adjust our posture, this is part of the approach to meditation. And we can decide on the amount of time we're going to use. I'm going to set this timer for 30 minutes. So that we don't have to look at the clock. It's also part of preparation, part of the approach. Forming an intention for this particular period of meditation. Perhaps something like, may this be of benefit for my own mind. And let it be calm and clear, and also benefit for all living beings. Because it certainly does affect others, whether they're people we live with or meet during the day, or those we never see. Our practice, our connection to what I think of as a broader energy, it actually has an influence or an effect on the world. There's no real separation because there's no real identity, self. Real meaning existing from its own side. So we can have that intention to be a source of peace and calm, happiness, inspiration. And we can bring our attention to our breathing. We use it as our technique. Taking maybe a few deeper breaths at the beginning. Noticing any tension in the body, around the eyes, the jaw, the shoulders. Just inviting those places to relax. Noticing any tension in the belly, the arms or legs or hands. Inviting that any place, any space of tightness to relax. Now, in addition to using the breath, we can include in this technique a contemplation of the body itself. Noticing our skin, noticing its relative comfort or discomfort. Bring in a sense of appreciation for the protection the skin gives us. And its ability to sense heat and cold, pain, pleasure. To know when something's sharp or soft. To keep us safe. To give us lots of information about our world. You can notice our nails, how they protect our fingers and toes, how useful they are, tools in themselves. We don't think about things that aren't causing problems. So we can intentionally think about how useful these parts of our body are. Consider the hair on the body and the head. How the eyebrows keep things out of our eyes. How the oil coming to the hair conditions the skin. We can notice our teeth, how important they are for our nutrition and well-being. Can bring attention to our eyes. and appreciate all the work that they do, reading and seeing what we need to see. And for all of us, there's some level of, or most of us, some level of impairment, appreciating whatever sight there is. Bring attention to our ears. Again, there may be some impairment there. They may not be as sharp as they used to be. But whatever there is, appreciating that support and help in hearing the Dhamma, in hearing what might give us a signal of danger. Or inspiring, loving words from our friends and family. Internally, we can consider the brain and its amazing functionality. And how it changes as we grow, as we develop from the beginning, and as it begins to slow down perhaps later. It's useful to remember that all of these parts of the body and their functions continue to change. A little better, a little worse, a little more, a little less, a little clearer, a little more diffuse. Useful, helpful, especially if we use them in the right way, but impermanent, at some level unreliable. We can take into consideration whole systems, our digestive system, from taking food into our mouth, down the throat to the stomach, all the different organs that are involved in providing support for digesting food. The intestine, the elimination of waste. A major system required for health, for life. Just for each organ, each system, bringing a sense of gratitude and appreciation. This helps us to live, to experience, to develop, to practice. To awaken. We can consider the whole nervous system. The information it passes. The essential communication through the body. And the mind. And then reflect upon the respiratory system. That ongoing exchange of elements, air, required for our life. We can reflect upon the muscular system, the ability to move, to grab, to lift, to let go. The skeletal system, the foundation, the rack we hang on. And finally, the circulatory system. The heart pumping. Every moment for decades. None of these systems is perfect, in perfect condition. They all suffer wear and tear. They all decline and build up. It's a fascinating process. bringing an attitude of appreciation and also acceptance. And this is the way it is. This is the way it is right now. This is the state of the body. This is the way it is in terms of the arising and ceasing of everything. Applies to this body. This is not mine, not me, not myself. Settle the attention on a breathing. Deepen the tranquility of the body and the tranquility of the mind. You reflect upon the Dhamma, the truth of the way things actually are with regard to this body, with regard to all of nature. And then hold this reality within a sense of loving kindness and appreciation. There's nothing we need to do. We can be present with this system, this collection of systems, this experience of a body, regardless of what happens to it. We can be the observer, knowing the way things are. concluding, we can take a moment to feel the body on the chair or on the cushion. Before you even open your eyes, you can start to sense your surroundings and then gradually open your eyes. Take a moment to reflect on how you feel, how this meditation was for you. Anything that might have been helpful that came to the mind. And gradually just come back to our space together.